It's been a while since I reviewed a Umidigi phone, and therefore I decided to see what this budget device maker has to offer. The Umidigi S5 Pro is one of the company's latest offers that has a nice design, great specifications, a quad camera setup and more for the price of just about $250. Let's take a look. Design-wise, the Umidigi S5 Pro is a nice looking and well-crafted device. We have a metal frame that goes all around the device and glass on the front and rear. The backplate of the phone has these nice curves and therefore a device is more comfortable to grip. Now a word from the channel sponsor Awesome that produces one of the most intuitive and easy to use remote access and remote support solutions I've ever used. It is compatible with Windows, macOS, Android and iOS. It took me less than 1 minute to set everything up and I was able to control my very old Windows laptop with an Android phone. There is even a built-in mouse and cursor feature which makes controlling the laptop a breeze. In addition, it is very easy to mirror your Android device's screen on the laptop. I also used Awesome to control another Android device which works without any issues. Overall, if you're looking for a great piece of software that lets you connect to remote computers, play PC games remotely, provide remote support and collaborate online and more, you should definitely check Awesome software out. As usual, you'll find all the links and show notes down below the video. The display is one of the highlights because it is really good considering the phone's current retail price of about $250. The panel is really sharp and punchy thanks to AMOLED technology. Also, it is easily viewable outdoors because of good brightness output. There is a fingerprint scanner under the display which may not be the fastest out there, but it gets the job done. Unfortunately, there is no face unlock feature. On the back, we have a quad camera system that consists of main, wide angle, depth and macro lens. Umidigi decided to use a pop-up camera design for their 16-megapixel selfie shooter. So far, the mechanism has been working fine. Other key features of the phone include a pretty good loudspeaker that is implemented on the bottom of the device, USB Type-C port for charging, a hybrid dual SIM and a micro SD card slot, and high-quality buttons. A downside, there is no headphone jack. The Helio G90T is at the core of this device and it is coupled with a generous amount of RAM and storage. The gaming performance is quite impressive considering this is a budget phone. I was able to play games like Asphalt Extreme, Call of Duty and even PUBG on HD graphics settings without any issues. Well, there were just a few skipped frames in the latter game, but it's not even worth complaining about. The phone also stays cool to the touch thanks to the built-in liquid cooling system. When it comes to software, the phone runs on Android 10 with Umidigi's skin built on top of it. That means that you're getting customized icons, a few design touches, and some added features. For instance, there are quite a few smart assistant features even though I'm not sure if you're going to use them all. Most importantly, the overall performance of the device has been great. The device feels snappy and fast, and this is what you want from any phone in the first place. Daylight image quality is surprisingly good. Umidigi has definitely improved a lot since I reviewed their last phone. Even though most of the shots look nice, wide-angle pictures have incorrect white balance in quite a few shots. The so-called UHD mode allows you to take 88 megapixels images, but auto mode produces more natural-looking pictures. Portrait images will look okay on social media, but expect to see some artifacts, especially around the shoulders area. Low light image quality is quite good, especially using a night mode. Sure, there could be less noise in some of the shots, but overall, the quality is not bad for the price of the phone. Selfies look pretty good in both auto and portrait modes. Even in low light, pictures look quite nice. There is a macro mode too, which utilizes a dedicated camera sensor, but the quality of shots is not impressive at all. 4K video is decent, but it is very shaky. Therefore, I suggest you switching to 1080p mode. Even though the footage looks fine, but it may not be the best in this price segment. A major downside, unreliable continuous autofocus feature. 1080p selfie video looks quite decent.
Camera of Umidigi S5 Pro. So this is
1080p video, handheld, no stabilization tools. Battery life has been really impressive. On average, I could get about 8 hours of screen on time. If you use the phone only for video, you can even achieve up to 16 hours of SOT. Inbox 18 watts fast charger fully charges the phone in less than 2 hours. All of the connectivity options including GPS have been working fine. There is also a multi-function NFC. Umidigi S5 Pro turns out to be a pretty nice budget phone. The main downsides include the lack of the headphone jack and face unlock feature. The camera experience is pretty good, but macro lens is kind of a gimmick and continuous autofocus is unreliable in video. Other than that, the S5 Pro shows that Umidigi keeps improving its smartphones. I love the design and build, the display is one of the best in class, the overall performance is good, and while the cameras are not perfect, they are pretty good considering the price of the phone. Overall, the Umidigi S5 Pro may not be the only budget option to check out, but it turns out to be a pretty good budget phone, despite a few shortcomings. What do you think about the Umidigi S5 Pro? Would you buy this device or would you choose another option? As always, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow me on social media, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.